Hello, hello, hello. I think I should just start. Oh, the text is wrong. Hello! Oh, my camera angle's all kinds of wrong. That's way too close. Hold on. This is janky. Yay! That's better. Hello! Welcome to the Sus Varmint stream. One viewer. Whoever you are. I was totally supposed to go to my YouTube live settings. So let me just open this up so I can get my YouTube chat because it sucks on every other platform, and I'll check this intermittently. If I don't reply very fast, I'll try my best, but that's the most I can promise. Anyways, let's get into a little American Truck Simulator, shall we? Oh, unplug my controller. Just plug that in. Oh, I got the USB on the right try. On the first try. That's a pog moment, I guess, as the streamers say. But yeah, let me know how you're doing. Thank you for joining, as always. Glad you're here. My day has been pretty cool. I've just been editing video all day. And yeah, I'm currently, I guess, driving from here. I think I'm at a mechanic shop. I'm driving into Tucson, Arizona, or Phoenix, actually, more correctly, because there are no jobs in New Mexico, wouldn't you know? This was a peril if you joined us on the last stream, but also want to address that there were massive technical difficulties and failures in the last stream, the Ableton stream, where I was covering Kelly Clarkson. So I'd like to apologize for the dishonor on Kelly Clarkson's name. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna keep streaming Ableton. It's always been giving me problems since I've started streaming. So I might get a room mic. I have one solution that might work, but we gotta try it to see. Otherwise, might be no dice. Anyways, that's not what we're talking about today, as the title of the stream may suggest. Today we're talking about what my favorite albums are. My throat's dying right now. I'm gonna need some tea. make sure you get yourself some tea, a nice warm beverage. You know, get comfy. Yes, today we're talking about my favorite albums. I thought it would be a musically relevant thing to discuss while not particularly music production, because I don't want technical issues again. So let's start somewhere early. What's my first favorite album ever? When I was a young child, I told my parents I want to play guitar, and they supported me in that, put me in guitar lessons, and I quickly became familiar with the work of the Beatles. I know what you're thinking. A lot of you are probably inclined to poo-poo on the Beatles, but like, whatever. The thing I always say is Mac Miller liked the Beatles, so I don't give a fuck what any of y'all say. And that's on facts, but I got into the Beatles around middle school, and one of my favorite records to start is Revolver. I love that record. It's probably my favorite Beatles album. A lot of the other ones contend, like Abbey Road and such, but Revolver is the first one I really liked. Taxman. I believe Eleanor Rigby's on that album. If not, it's on Rubber Soul and I'm a Charlatan. But that album, unbelievably good. Within You, Without You, I think, is another song. They use a lot of... It's when they start introducing some of their more experimental stuff. And, oh, I'm gonna crash. That was not a good, shit. Fuck. Well, my check engine light's not on. They're fine. They're all fine. Come on, move. Get out of the way, slowpokes. Thank you. Another favorite from that time of my life is... I was gonna say 808s and Heartbreaks by Kanye West. That was an important album to me at the time, but it's not one of my favorite Kanye records. I feel like it's hard to have grown up in the early 2000s and not mention a Kanye West album, because there's definitely one on my list, and that album is Late Registration. It's not a lot of people's favorite Kanye album, although there is like a dedicated support for that album being his best album ever. I think it's better than Dark Twisted Fantasy. I think it's better than 808s. I think it's better than Late Registration. No, I think it's better than College Dropout. That album's incredible. Like, if you don't think it's one of his better albums, you really need to listen to it again and see what you think, because that album is aged immaculately. And I think that's what I like about it most. With things like Graduation, in spite of their reverence, it didn't age the best, I'll say. Like, a lot of it is still kind of just like, eh. But there is a lot of great stuff on it. But yeah, that's an album that I enjoy quite a bit. What else? Let's keep going. So now we're moving in from Late Registration. We're moving into like high school territory. And around is the time where I get into jazz. You know, not gonna brag about it, but I've gotten into jazz before. And, stupid joke. And hello, Eric Core 052. I believe you're from a few days ago. We're just trucking and talking about favorite albums. Let me know what your favorite album is in chat. And I also just hope you're well generally. Let me know how your day was. What you got up to. Did you eat chicken tendies today? That would be of utmost concern to me. Anyways. Back to jazz. So I got into jazz around high school. The way that I did is not very savory these days, because it was over a show that me and my dad both enjoyed. popularly known as The Cosby Show, which obviously is not cool, given obvious stuff. But this was before all that stuff kind of hit the fan, and me and my dad bonded over a mutual fondness for that show. But through that show, I got into jazz music, particularly Miles Davis, Kind of Blue, which is the album that is third on my favorites. So right now we got Late Registration, Revolver by the Beatles, Late Registration by Kanye West, and Kind of Blue. Slice my hand open trying to make homemade fries. Good chunk of meat is now missing. We didn't end up having fries. Oh my god, I hope you're okay. That is nuts. I've definitely, been there, although I've never had a kitchen injury as such. Homemade fries are hard to cut if you do them with a knife freehand, and my only advice is to essentially cut. You might have already done this, so I'm just being presumptuous because I'm a cock, but you are best off when you're doing that kind of slicing. You take one of the rounded edges of the potatoes, particularly on the long side, and you cut it flat, just a little flat surface for you to place the potato on with a little stability. That way you're not having this thing that's rolling around while you're trying to cut into it. But I hope you're okay. I hope your finger's better. I hope you've at least ordered takeout fries or something equivalent of enjoyment, because missing out on fries is never a fun experience. But yeah, sorry to hear that. So yeah, Kinda Blue is an album by Miles Davis that I really, really love. It's incredible. If you've never heard it before, you might probably have, but if you haven't, I highly recommend it if you've never gotten into jazz like that. I remember just doing this thing in high school where I would get up obscenely early. I would get up at maybe 6 in the morning, 5:30 sometimes, and I would, because I had to commute an hour and a half to school, and I had to find a way to endure that in the morning. So I would just get up really early, so I didn't have any time. There wasn't any rush on the bus. I was beating all the traffic, so I was able to get there on an empty bus usually. I would be an hour and a half early to school, but I was willing to put up with that to be able to just not deal with a shitty commute. And yeah, I would get I remember just a lot of crisp autumn mornings where I would have coffee in a thermos and I would be listening to Stella by Starlight just as the sun was rising in the morning, and the cold air would just bite at my face, and I was bundled up in warm autumn clothes. I love autumn. It's my favorite season. Today I just walked outside and took a deep breath of cool air, and I felt it in my bones. Thanksgiving, I'm all about that. I'm not a big Halloween guy. I do love Christmas quite a bit, but autumn is just the time to be alive. I really need to stop needlessly fucking up my truck, because that's how I get a lot of debt. Stevie Ray Vaughan, my favorite artist. SRV. His album In Step is amazing. I have a kitchen gadget. You stick the potato on a guard and slice it over the blade. That makes perfectly sized fries. But the guard doesn't like to cooperate, so I don't ever use it. And the first potato I made human fries with my hand. Oof. I believe you're referring to a mandolin, based on the description. Yeah, if those guards get finicky, what you can do is buy a chainmail glove. I've seen that on Mythical Kitchen. On Amazon, you can buy a chainmail, what a knight in the medieval times would wear, and that protects your hand a little more. I think it's a slightly stronger protective measure, and I've never used a mandolin really, because we just don't own one. But yeah, I hope it doesn't deter you from cooking in general, because cooking is a delight. I enjoy it. I made myself some instant ramen earlier. No, but I love a good nosh, you know? And it's all part of the process, you know? It builds grit, it builds character, that kind of thing. And when you talk to people who cook and they talk about their horror stories, you can join the ranks of having a particularly gruesome one. Making everything homemade is the way. Baking is especially a particularly fun means of doing that. Haven't baked in a while. I need to do that. Although I baked a little bit before this stream. Like weed. Anyways. But yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan. I'd be interested to hear that. I know I love a good guitar. Ooh, another favorite of mine, now that you mentioned guitar, comes to me. Thank you for changing your lane right now, asshole. It is Are You Experienced by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. I also got into that in high school. Very, 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 very good album. Basically perfect, by my estimation of what perfect means. It's like it can do no wrong. Purple Haze fucks so hard. Currently playing on one hand. But yeah, Purple Haze is a fantastic song from a fantastic record. If you want to hear who the greatest guitarist, in my opinion, for my money ever was, just Jimi Hendrix. Apart from the guitarist from Chicago who passed away playing Russian roulette. That guy was fucking good, and Jimi Hendrix said, that guy can play me out of the water, so that's saying something. But yeah, what else did I like in high school? There were a couple growing pains. I never got into some bigger artists, and a lot of artists I did like were not very good. But one artist who I did leave high school liking a lot, and it's evident if you've been a part of my early rap career, that Earl Sweatshirt is one of my favorite artists ever. He is the reason I started rapping, and I think he's one of the he's my favorite of all time. I think Jay-Z's the best to ever do it, but I think he's the my personal favorite. And Doris is a fantastic record. I like one album of his that's gonna end up later on this list. A little more, and I'll explain later, but yeah, Doris is just an excellent portrait into who somebody is and like what their sensibilities are. I don't think you get a better picture of that in any other record, apart from one of his. But yes, that is also kind of the genesis of my hip-hop interest. He's just so clever. He's just so clever about how he does everything, and I think it's a lot of detail work that gets overlooked often when you kind of break down how excellent his writing really is. I think the fact that he wrote a lot of it when he was like, what, like 18, 19? Like, that's insane. That's absurd. Like, how are you that smart? I was an idiot when I was that age, and I'm sure a lot of us can relate. I've kind of just been playing with one hand, and this is not the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done in my life. I think of mashed potatoes months ago, and ended up slicing a... Oh, gosh. Love Hendrix 2. Love how you casually go from slicing your finger to Love Hendrix 2. That's funny. So casual. This guy cooks. Oh, this oh God. Oh, Jesus. I was talking a lot of shit about oh, God. Ugh, I went up to 44% damage, guys. I need to chill out. I have issues. This is just bad. I'm where I want to be. But, like, maybe... Oh, I can just turn around. I'm gonna turn around. I will say, though, my favorite live performance was SRV Texas Flood at the El Macambo. Oh, ooh. If it wasn't so ripe with copyright, I would definitely watch that on stream, but alas, the Twitch overlords will be upset with me. But yeah, Earl Sweatshirt, Doris, that's a fantastic album, and like the genesis of my hip-hop listening, which for a while was just kind of watching Fantano videos and seeing what album covers looked cool, not really paying attention to what he had to say about the album. But another album I got into that way is Rap Album 2 by John Wayne. It's a fucking great... I base so much of who I want to be as a rapper on what John Wayne does on particular songs, like Out of Sight and Blue and Green. It's the basis. It's how I describe what I want my music to be to people who have never, like, need a description of it, which, now that I have management, is more important. And, like, what he does on Out of Sight and Blue and Green is just do these incredibly personal portraits of, you know, deeply personal things. And I just love when rappers do that and just, like, open up scars. I'm kind of fucked in that way. And not to say it's necessary. Like, I don't think rappers should be forced to do that or feel obliged. But, you know, regardless, Rap Album 2 is just, like, craftsmanship on display. It's so good. It's so good for that reason. It's just... technically a guy who's like clearly a student of rap, and he really delivers. Now that we're in kind of the university phase of my life, this is where I start getting into real interesting stuff. I start getting into like Bob Dylan. I start getting more into classics in general. I got into a Joni Mitchell a lot around this time. I also got into a band who quickly became one of my favorite bands, and if the Beatles didn't exist, they would be my favorite band. But that band is the Talking Heads. I love Talking Heads so much, and their record, which I definitely know the name of. Oh, for crying out loud, am I forgetting the name? It's the one with the ones that Talking Heads. God damn it, what the hell is it called? Chat, please help me. It's the one after speaking, it's the one before Speaking in Tongues. Oh, this is so stupid that I really don't know the name of one of my own favorite albums. I love this album too, it's just blanking on me like a dumbass. Oh God, oh God. I should have been paying attention. Really gotta get a Crash compilation together sometime. I'm gonna see the name of this album and I'm gonna fucking hate myself. Remain in Light. What's crazy is that genuinely, if I spent the time thinking about that, I wouldn't have gotten it. Also, I fucked up. I fucked up pretty supremely. I'm like in a ditch. Okay, I hit V. I might have just fucked up because there's a pole back there that I can't really get past. Oh! Okay, we got somewhere. Did my engine malfunction? Oh, for crying out loud, guys. Wait, we're moving. We're moving. It's a little slow. But I'm pretty sure we're moving. Oh, for crying out loud. This is bad. Okay, we might be losing a bit of money. We might be losing a bit of money. Let's tow to service, huh? 1,008. Oh, for crying out loud. It's fine. We'll make some money. We will make more money. You know what I mean? My mother always used to say, just chill the fuck out. So that's what we're gonna do, because in her honor, she's still alive. But she can be honored while she's alive. Oh, yes. It's more folk-type music, but I absolutely love Bob Dylan, too. Greatest lyricist of all time. He won a Nobel Prize in Literature for his lyrics. I own 32 of his albums. He is fantastic. I'm such a dork that I have my own mix of Like a Rolling Stone, because I love that song so much, but I think the mix originally is like not good. I wish there was more. Or no. It's not Like a Rolling Stone. I was wrong. That's my bad. It's All Along the Watchtower that I love, but the mix on it is just weird to me. Like, I'm not a fan. So I mixed it myself. I got the stems from a rock band for him, and he is pretty goated. Oh, guys, Gasoline, Tucson to Montana, guys, 94, and we're not gonna crash. That's gonna be the goal. We're not gonna crash. Like I promise. Hand over God. Hand over God. We will not crash. Alright, we're gonna take it slow. We're gonna take it slow. Okay, we're on the freeway. We're gonna speed a little. Why does it tell me to make a U-turn? Okay. Well. Yeah, Remain in Light by Talking Heads. Let's talk about that album while we're on favorite albums, because that album changed so much of my life. I love how loose it is. I love how groovy it is. So many. The first 6 songs on that album, first 7 songs on that album, just like perfect. Like you couldn't change a thing even if you tried and make it better. I'm not a big I do like a lot of Brian Eno and David Byrne stuff. David Byrne's solo stuff also is pretty good, but I'm a big Chris Frantz and Tina Weymouth guy. Those two fuck. They did genuinely fuck, and they also fuck hard when they play music. Their music fucks, and so do they. That's what I love most about them. Oh, it's right there. So, Talking Heads, Remain in Light. There are some other ones, like, I think the Ugly Duckling record is very good. I don't know if y'all know who Ugly Duckling is. They're a very niche rap group from the 90s or early 2000s, but I think they have a self-titled album that's just the Ugly Duckling EP, and it's great. I've smoked a lot of weed and listened to that a lot of times. Yeah, and then we get into more recent stuff. Particularly when I'm more in the I know what I'm doing phase of my rap career. And that would... the entry point to a lot of the music I'm making now was none other than Earl Sweatshirt's Some Rap Songs. Dylan originally wrote that song, but after hearing the Hendrix version, he rewrote the music because he loved it. Rendition. That's fair. If Jimi Hendrix covered one of my songs, I'd probably be like, he's doing it right. Or at least better than me. But yeah, some rap songs is just a fucking tapestry of sound and texture, and not just that, but the lyrics themselves are, again, Earl Sweatshirt just like peaking, like just at his excellence. Not to say his new record isn't good, just to say that that record hit a particular time and place that was so correct for Earl Sweatshirt, and like what was already established from his discography of his, you know, just an incredible innate ability for poetry and rap. And yeah, that's like, what, 7 albums? I don't know what else, what other albums even really qualify these days as favorite albums. And like, what does it take to make a favorite album of mine? There's something about, you know, there's something about a good album sequence that I think is just like, it's not, I don't think it's lost on people. A lot of people want to throw around the terms of like, oh, like albums are going downhill and everything's bad now, and oh god, wrong way. And it's just so dumb, because it's like, there's great stuff out there, go find it, loser. Not to be harsh about it, but I don't really listen to rap. I will listen to the Rap God Eminem, but that's about it. It's hard to type with a chunk of meat missing out of my palm. I understand. Typos are more than accepted here, especially under those circumstances, given. Although I do recommend checking out more rap music, because I think rap is just so broad these days. It's like, there's so many different kinds of it that, you know, you can always find. I think that's true with any genre of music. For a long time, there was this sort of attitude about country, but now there's like so much fantastic country music out there that people just changed their mind. I think less people than ever have hated country these days. Before, it was just publicly okay and acceptable to ridicule country, and now it's fine. So in that sense, I think it's about people. That Casey Musgraves album is fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, another one that I failed to talk about, that I would recommend above every rap album that I mentioned, is To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick Lamar. He's a Pulitzer-winning rapper, and it's just an excellent execution of a concept. It's like, there is nothing short of excellence in that album, in my opinion. Just every moment of it is so hypnotizing and engaging. Like, you really just can't take your ears off of it. Upchurch is good. Tom MacDonald is good too. Just remember them. Never really heard of Upchurch, and I'm aware of Tom MacDonald. It's not my cup of tea. I think if you've heard my music, my rap is very left field, so I'm one to have very niche taste. So it's like, I've always hated this, and it's always bugged me about music, where like, you can't say, or it just feels weird saying like, I don't listen to blank. Like, I just don't listen to them. Like, it sounds like an insult, because it's like, if you liked them, you would listen to them. So you're inherently saying you don't like them. But, you know, you can't, sometimes you're just not going to dig everything. But I always feel bad. Like, no one's calling me out on it. I just feel bad on my own. It's probably the Catholic guilt, but I'm not Catholic. So, fuck. Yeah, a lot of the albums on here were rap, although I do like a lot of jazz. I do like a lot of soul. Another jazz album that I really, really love is Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. It's another perfect Miles Davis album, in my opinion, and the story with that one for me is that I was in high school. I was just getting into that sweet Mary Jane, so to speak, and I Got really baked one day, and I was at a Taco Bell just listening to that album, sitting there, ordering burritos like consecutively. So I'd like go to the counter, order a burrito, eat the burrito, sit there for a little bit, and then order another burrito until like my brother eventually picked me up. Ooh, Rolling Stoned by Upchurch. That's a name I'm surprised I've never heard for a song. Like, they probably, like, Googled that when they were writing it. And we're like, oh, wow, no one's done this. Because that's the first time I've ever heard Rolling Stoned as, like, a phrase. That's clever. But yeah, I was really stoned in a Taco Bell listening to Bitches Brew by Miles Davis, and I was like, this album was made for people like me who are just high. And in a way, it kind of is, and like, I think that's the beautiful part about it. It's like, I don't require a thesis to enjoy albums or make them my favorite. Sometimes they just are tied to experiences you really love. Sometimes, though, an album you really love is Camp by Childish Gambino, and you're not a fan. Like, that one kind of deserves a thesis against it, because it's just not a great record in hindsight. Guys, we're cruising and bruising. 25 hours away. He's a redneck rapper, and he wrote it in about an hour. Obviously, the music video took longer to record, but it's a great song. I'll definitely check it out. Whoa! That's a hard turn. I'm on these brakes to work, I'll tell ya. Oh boy, I'm in the process of videos. That's the most specific I'm allowed to be. I won't say anymore. I'm maybe fucked up kind of saying it the way I say it, but if you tune into stream, then of course you're gonna get exclusive hot goss from me, Sus Varmin. What is this sneaky ass music? This is why, like, I have a love-hate relationship with a royalty-free jazz playlist. Cause, like, sometimes it's genuinely lovely jazz, other times this is sneaky bullshit. I'm not a sneaky guy, I'm Sus Varmin. Think I'm some kind of fucking sneak guy? Some big fucking sneak? Oh god. Ooh, other albums I like are coming to mind now because I haven't even gotten into instrumental hip-hop stuff, which is among my favorite. I'm gonna be right back, gonna leave the stream really quick to see if it's copyrighted. Well, please do, and can't wait to see you rejoin. There's a sign that says, drive hammered, get nailed. Sounds like I'm, like, doing a Molson commercial, but, like, a Molson commercial that's, like, about drunk driving. Molson Canadian. Drink hammered, get nailed. But do it with Molson. That's an ad I'm never gonna get now. Reminds me, I need to get drunk on stream. I need to buy beer tomorrow. So another album I really like, because I haven't even talked about instrumental hip-hop, which is such a big part of my life, because I am a beat maker. In case you didn't know, the music that you've heard from me is stuff I've produced. I produced new stuff recently, and I also do it on stream, so you probably knew that already, but obviously I haven't gone a life without listening to Jay Dilla and Madlib, respectively. Two of my favorite artists ever, respectively. There's a whole can of worms there, because you could get into the Lord Quas albums, Quasimodo, The Unseen, and the first one, which has like a longer name that I can't remember, among my favorite albums. Jay Dilla, you got the early Lab Cap in California, you got Beats, Rhymes, and Life by Tribe Called Quest, and I haven't even talked about Tribe Called Quest, or De La Soul, oh my god. De La Soul is Dead, Stakes is High, the single, Lab Cabin in California by The Far Side, Jay Dilla, all over all those things. Before I talk about Jay Dilla, though, I think it's appropriate that I mention Q-Tip from A Tribe Called Quest, because Tribe Called Quest, Midnight Marauders, and Low End Theory are among my favorite albums of all time as well. So fun. I miss when rap could be, like, fun, but also sound like that. Now, kind of like trap and hyperpop are the ones that are allowed to be fun, but if you're conscious, you gotta be serious, and you gotta bring bars to the table, because you're not fun, so what other good are you fucking doing? And that's fair. That's a fair posit, but yeah, stuff like that, and the one that I actually like more than those two is De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising, which is such a good album. Oh my god, this thing is incredible. Jennifer Taught Me is a song about a kid named Dervin losing his virginity, and it's one of the goofiest, silliest, and yet tongue-in-cheek, yet not corny rap songs I've ever heard. And yeah. Those two albums. Shout out to my high school media studies teacher, Miss Aquino, who got me into those albums. But further to that point, there are a couple Madlib and Jay Dilla records that are their solo records that are just fantastic. For example, Beat Conductor Volume 3, Beat Conductor in India, is such a great album. It's Madlib sampling just a bunch of Bollywood and Tamil stuff. And to no avail, it's fantastic. It's just one of his best instrumental. He's put out a lot of great instrumental albums, but that I think takes the cake as the best one, in my opinion. And then, obviously, Jay Dilla, the one I gotta mention is Donuts, because every time I listen to that album, I discover and learn something new, and I think that's just rare with art, and that's a mark of great product. I highly recommend it. If you're into hip-hop but you're not someone to rap, you can definitely delve into instrumental hip-hop. Kind of just like rock music. And also by Jay Dilla, Rough Draft is a fantastic record that I think is a little more underrated compared to Donuts, which has a bigger legacy because it was around the time he passed away that album came out, and it's just a fantastic record. But Rough Draft is also just very good. Also, Welcome to Detroit is an incredible record. Jay Dilla made a lot of great solo records. Well, I'll definitely give it a listen. It's unfortunate it's copyrighted, but I will give it a listen in my free time, which is not in abundance, but But yeah, that's a pretty substantial list of my favorite albums. God, movie soundtracks, Social Network soundtrack, the Her soundtrack, Whiplash, fantastic soundtrack. Those are the three I could recommend off jump. Gosh, tomorrow might fully be a productivity stream because I want to stream still. I want to keep my consecutive streak going. But I also have a lot of things to do that have not been done as a result of streaming. And yes, need to get on them ASAP pronto, as they say. That's my new rap name, ASAP Pronto. ASAP Pronto. I think that's quite good, that joke. Ah, fuck. How far away? Okay, we've made our way up Phoenix. Up and out of Phoenix. We are heading towards Salt Lake City. And it looks like we're going to go through Idaho, which is exciting because I've never been there. But yeah, man. Those are my favorite albums, guy. Let's check, see if there's any YouTube chat. Because I need to check on a separate window. Hey, first time here, Goris Bonson. Thank you for joining. Glad you could join us. Sorry that it also took a minute to, reply. But that's, unfortunately, the woes of, streaming on YouTube multi-humor. How horrible is your sense of humor? Pretty bad. Pretty bad. I have one joke that I consider to be the worst joke I've ever told. And I've ever written. I've, like, worked on bad jokes before. Oh, for fuck's sakes! How did I fuck up that turn again? I gotta go wide. Ah, dicks! Shit! Ah, peens. You guys. Okay, here's the worst joke I've ever written. You're in your car. In the middle of Las Vegas. It's the dead of night. The air around you is thick with smog. And through the fog, you see a woman with a painted face emerge, and she leans over your car window. You roll it down, and you can smell the cigarettes and liquor off her breath, and she says, "You looking for a good time? 'Cause for $1, you could have lettuce. For $2, you could have tomatoes. For $3, you could have salami. But baby, for $5, you could have the whole damn sandwich." Oh. And you know what that's called? You know what that's called? A substitute. The worst joke. It's awful. It's a terrible joke, and I'm proud of it. The fuck are you gonna do about it? Oh, God. Oh, dark humor. Um, you know, there's a dark humor moment here and there, but there's certain parameters by which I navigate dark humor. Like, it's also like, I feel like any content that's recorded online is like a bad venue for dark humor unless it's like very, very thought out, but for obvious reasons. But yeah, these days I'm kind of a bigger fan of like dumb non sequitur humor than dark humor. I guess I had that phase in my life, like going on Reddit and like going on those like dark humor subreddits. I forgot what the name of it was, but like there's one in particular. But yeah, these days it's more random lol potato, epic waffle, narwhal. That kind of thing really is my sense of humor. You think I'm lying, but I'll pwn you very fast. Hey, I just wanted to get beside you to ask you if you could go any slower. Can you go any fucking slower? Get out of here. Oh shit. Guy walks into a bar, he says it hurts. That's my favorite guy walks into a bar joke. Let's hear it. Drink, drive, lose. Only if you crash. Just kidding. Do not drink and drive. Not actively endorsing that. And again, if you're joining just now, we are almost an hour into the stream. So if you are joining just now, thank you so much for joining. I'm Sus Varmin. We were talking about my favorite albums, and you can catch that on the VOD. But right now, I ran out of albums. I don't like that many. So, well, I did talk about it for an hour, so I guess there's like quite a bit in there. So if you came here for that, feel free to go back into the VOD. You're not really missing anything right now. We're just trucking away. Because my jokes are really bad, I'll tell you this one instead. Well, we won't know if they're bad until we hear them. And if you think they're bad, that's just one person's opinion, I think. And that's what I always say about negative opinions of oneself, is that's one person's opinion. And one person's opinion has never ever determined anything sufficient. Unless it's the decision to drop nuclear bombs. That's the daily motivation. If you do that, rise and grind, and you'll be fine. You know what? You know what's one album I'm gonna talk about that it's pretty pompous of me? I'm gonna talk about my own album. Why the fuck don't I? I think I Write Songs So I Miss My Dad Less by Sus Varmin is a great album. Only because I think my next album is worse, objectively. Nothing against Thank You, I Love You, of course. I think it's a good album, but I think I Write Songs So I Miss My Dad Less is like something was there. It was like right place, right time. And I kind of got away without making a song that I really think is bad. I don't think there's a bad song on that album. I have grimaces and grievances, of course I do with anything I make, but, you know, that one in particular I'm rather proud of. And I think people enjoy that one a lot, and it makes me very happy that they do, because it was a very Risky thing to make, but I stand by it to this day, and it's been like 3 years. So... let's check YouTube chat. Excellent connection. I think I have that with my chat. An excellent connection. Haha. Oh god. I switched out of Streamlabs. Where are we? Ooh, I just left the Grand Canyon. Or Grand Canyon Village, I guess. We're like, oh, way less than halfway there. We're about a third of the way there. Maybe a quarter, even. But we're gonna get there. We're not gonna get into any accidents. Because I'm not even speeding right now. Look at me being a good little boy. I am going to read this chat message, but maybe after there's a little less bends. Oh, fuck. That didn't add any damage, so we're fine. A guy walks into a bar, and he goes up to the bar and sits down. He sees a sign above the bar that says, if you can make the horse out back laugh, we'll give you $100. So he goes out back, and a few minutes later, the horse starts laughing. Okay, this is a two-parter. I hope there are no cars in this lane. I'm driving in the wrong lane. He comes back in, gets $100 and leaves. What a handy gas station nearby. He comes back in and gets $100 and leaves. Well, I'm excited to hear this joke. This punchline has me at the edge of my seat, except you can see me, and I'm not at the edge of my seat because that provides zero back support. And I deserve that. $2%? Ah. Penis. Dele. %3 trailer damage. Fuck this. We're using the sidewalk. Should have just done that to begin with. Fuck! Shoobity-bee-ba-ba-doobity-bee-ba. Shabba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Skibba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Skip up! Skip up! Boop up! Beep up! Boop up! Yeah, I studied jazzing at Juilliard. I studied jazzing. I love this song. I don't know how many people are on stream, but if you're still here, thank you very much for joining. Hope you're enjoying this nice, relaxing little drive. Headed to Montana State. We started off in Phoenix, Arizona. And we are 17 hours away. Obviously not 17 real human hours, although there is a mod for this game where it does take real life hours. But I'm not willing to do that, because it's... No. Why did the horse laugh? I still don't know. This is leaving me in suspense, man. I'm gonna assume it's because the man sucked the horse off. And if you don't tell us why, I'm gonna tell everyone in chat that it's because the man sucked the horse off. Because that's my only reasonable guess. Underline, reasonable. This is an area where I would usually crash, so I'm gonna take my time. Only gonna speed a tiny bit. Hey, Vladimir made me $2,000? Fucking A, Vladimir. I really should hire some new workers. Should we hire some new workers while we're at it? Because I need money. I'm a capitalist fuck when I play this game. Let's try it, huh? Recruitment agency. Hire a driver. Ugh. Look at these scrubs. A few days later, he comes back, and the sign above the bar has changed. It now says, "If you can make the horse out back cry, we'll give you $100. He goes out back, and a few minutes later, the horse starts crying, comes back in, and he gets the $100. Well, perplexing. I'm assuming he made him cry because he sucked the horse off. But who's to say? You can never be too sure about that kind of thing in particular. Lucy, Elle couldn't find a job? That bitch better drive for someone else. Just kidding. Lucy, please don't. 1,250. Not made of money, Lucy. We're gonna have to do a couple jobs to get right with the man. The bartender then asks him, "How did you make him laugh and cry?" And the guy says, "Because the other day, I told the horse my dick was bigger than his, and today I proved it." That's so wild. Because I wasn't far off by saying the man sucked the horse off. I wasn't as far as I thought I was. That's the wild part about that whole thing. That's a funny joke, though. Hey, horse, look at my fucking schlong. Just that tableau is something to just sit and visualize about. Gosh, freaking slowpoke over here, huh? Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck? You little douchebag. Going 60 miles per hour. 75. 75 miles per hour. You fucking douchebag. What is the sneaky ass music again? Fuck, am I Pink Panther? These motherfuckers are not going the speed limit. Ooh, dark humor time. I hope it's kosher. If I don't read the other half of it, it is because it's not kosher, but it's just not you. It's just a risk that gets run with dark humor on stream. But we'll roll the dice. Who are the fastest readers in the world? Oh, wait, no. This was like, you told this joke. I remember this joke. I don't remember the punchline at all. But this joke was set on stream. Oh, yeah, the 9/11. Yeah, I remember that punchline. Although I genuinely just didn't. And I'm saying I did. Oh, thank you, Martin C., for $1,716. And he leveled up, my man. Fuck! Ah, damn it. Oh, I was trying not to damage my truck. And I was speeding. I wasn't even going that much over the speed limit, though. Which means the game is hacks. This game has hackers, bro. American Truck Simulator used to be cool, and then it's filled with hackers. Such a stupid criticism. So I'm gonna say if I get caught in court for speeding, bro, hackers. Yeesh kebab. And we got 13 hours left on our journey. Believe we're about halfway there. Yes, we are. Approaching Salt Lake City. Still have a ways to go, but we're gonna get there, aren't we, stream? Probably hammered when I told you. Or really high. That's why I don't remember right away. Hey, that's the best reason. Unless you don't do that kind of thing, then just being your dang self is a good enough reason. But I believe you were drinking some form of like a Bob Dylan alcohol or something along those lines, if I remember correctly. This motherfucker's not even going. This motherfucker's going like 50. Easy. How am I 5 under the speed limit and I'm passing you in a truck? Ya cock. Hi, Eric. I think we also made this joke during the last stream. Gonna try and shave some time off this overall right here. Speed just a little bit. I mean, you know, our substance use always exists within the bounds of what deems us functional and not harmful. And I think so long as you're within those parameters, ain't no shame in your game. But also, you know, it's a good thing to look out for. So good looks on just being aware. Because better than a lot of people who do it with zero awareness of the amount or excess. We all got our vices, ultimately. I'm not going to the way station. Now this is some nice... Now this right here! This right here, what the fuck do you know about that, huh? That's some nice driving J's. I love me some J's. So peaceful. I hope you all are doing well, whoever's watching. I hope you're enjoying your night, whatever you're doing. Damn it. What the fuck did I even hit? I couldn't even see it. Hackers. Da, 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 da. La 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 la. Oh, mama. Man. Can't wait for tomorrow because it's the weekend, baby. I'm driving like an asshole in the middle of the lane. Great American Limes. The fuck is in that truck? I should freestyle over a beat like this. This is a shenanigans type beat. Ooh, look at the flick of my wrist. Your bitch, she stay on my dick. Yeah, she stay there for a minute. And you know that I be in it. I be all up in her cooter. That's a weird way to end a freestyle. Bitch ass fat, and you know I like that. When I slap that, yes, it slap back. All in my room. She ain't gotta do shit, she just gotta move. All in my room. She ain't gotta do shit, she just gotta move. gimme head while I play Minecraft. Yeah, you know I like that. I stay eye smacked. That's a word. Let's check YouTube chat once again. Gotta alt tab out. Don't insult, brother. Okay. Oh, I won't. I'll try not to. My apologies again for seeing that so late. I think they left, but it is what it is. Oh god, let me get back in Streamlabs. Oh, my back hurts. Something in here smells like vomit, and I don't know what it is. Because I have not vomited recently. That's awful weird. Something in here smells like vomit. It like reeks like vomit. And I don't know what the fuck it is. That's disgusting though. I hope your guys' rooms don't smell like vomit. Mine fucking does for some reason. So that's nasty. Jesus. On the road, 8 hours and 52 minutes away from our destination. Started at a long 26 hours away, and now we have gone this far. We are more than 2/3 of the way there. This is the victory stretch, essentially. At least is what it feels like. Not that close, but yeah, we started all the way down here in Phoenix. And we went all the way up here to Idaho Falls, and we need to go to Lewistown. Window wipers are on, don't know why. Oh god. God damn it, not again. Although this isn't the worst way to play this game. God damn it, why are my windshield wipers still on? There. It's so fucking jazzy in here. Whoops, missed the exit for the way station. So we're gonna pretend like I wasn't asked to do that. We need gasoline, damn it, we're in trying times. I don't have time for you to... Oh, my truck is fucking heavy? Good job, Einstein. Fuck you, you know what I mean? I'm in a smoky bar. There's a gal. She's a little far. She got big ol' badonkadonks on both sides of her chest. I look at her and I yell, "Breast, breast, 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 breast." The bartender looks over at me. He tells me, "Sir, you need to leave." A security guard grabs my arm. I got kicked out of the bar. If I drink at home, my wife gets passive aggressive. That's my new jazz song. Seven hours left in our journey. Alright. Now we're cooking with ass, folks. I'm not in frame at all. I should be more in frame, but it hurts. Oh god. And we're entering Missoula. Double check if anyone's in YouTube chat. No one at the moment. Oh, my ass. My ass hurts, man. Feels bad, dude. My ass, dude. Dude, my ass. Good bit, I think. That's a good joke. Dude, my ass. We call it Butte, not but Montana. It's the only thing I think about when I see or hear Butte, Montana, is the whose line is it anyways? So fucking funny. What's the matter with weed? Butte discovered. Ah! Oh, I fucked up the trailer a bit. 5%. I didn't want any trailer damage initially, but I think 5%'s fine. I know 50% means you get no money. It really still smells like vomit in here. I'm really starting to get sick of this, so stream might be ending after this job. Okay, we're like 2 towns away. I wonder how many, like, equations go into just making a game like this. Must be some motherfuckers doing math in there, like, oh, the weight of this and the slope of my penis means my ass will be in my balls. At least that's my estimation of high-level mathematics. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Okay, that was, that car deserved it. Fuck. Well, my check engine light's not on. That's when I consider the car damaged. I am speeding a bunch, but... Ooh, nice lake. Ooh, pretty. Whoa. And we are just about 3 hours away from our destination, folks. Almost there. This is the part that really matters, because if I fuck up now, it'll hurt the most. That's why I'm 10 over the speeding limit. Fuck, man. I really didn't want that to happen a lot. And it just kept happening. Now I gotta go through here. Oh, for crying out loud. This is gonna be tight. Yeah, I didn't do a great job. Didn't do a great job there. But, fuck it, we ball. Gonna lose a little money on this job, maybe. Ah, oh, damn it, my check engine light's on. Okay, this is easy. We can get through this just fine. And I can speed the rest of the way there. Wow, the USBB. Live in the flesh. It's not every day you get to see stuff like that, you know. These big cities with their tall buildings. Great Falls discovered. These sure are some great falls. Some lovely hills and fields. Look at this lovely visual. Oh God! Get out of this view. Aw, come on, way station. Go away. Thank you. Don't need that looming on my conscience. We are 1 hour away, folks. We are 1 hour away from my destination. Almost 2 hours into the stream. If you are currently with us, thank you for watching, as always. We will be ending this job, seeing how well we did, and then ending off this stream for the night. And we're almost out of gas, but we'll pick some up on the way. Filling up the gas in my ass. Good humor, Varman. You're an adult man, and this is what it's come to. Boy, howdy, do I love tight turns in small parking lots. And we are 20 minutes away. If we crash, that's a tragedy. Honestly. And we're gonna make our speedy way along to the end. And there it is in sight. One of these buildings up yonder. We have arrived in Lewistown. You can never be down. Why frown? One in Lewistown. Oh god. Fuck, man! This idiot truck decides to be a pompous little dick bag and just fucking go right when I'm pulling in. And I had like 1% trailer damage. And this asshole fucked it up for me. Great. Unbelievable. Come on. Good work. I'll take it. Ah, 6,000. That's not that bad, though. Oh, I've upgraded from a professional to an instructor. Wow. Neat. Let's go to the recruitment agency, see if there's any good drivers that popped up. A lot of 1.7s. I'll try to get 2.5s mainly through the door. Let's go to the bank. What do I owe? Oof. Could pay off one of my lower level loans, but I don't see a reason to do that. Ooh, I also can just buy a new garage. Which, where do I have them? Ooh, it would be nice to have one in, like, Utah. But I would need more trucks and that kind of thing. So, that is the end of our stream today. Sorry, that was a bit loud. Alt-tab out of here. Get on YouTube, make sure no one else is here. But that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed your time here at the Sauce of Armin stream. Hope you enjoyed talking to me about my favorite albums. I'll be back tomorrow, as per usual. Don't frown, just clown. That's the Sauce of Armin motto. It's not a bad way to end the stream. Alright, goodbye. Thanks for joining. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Goodbye.